Friday morning, and no, this isn't the Travel Channel. This is MikeMulhern.net on the way to Atlanta Motor Speedway for another day of qualifying. Thrilling qualifying. Why doesn't NASCAR get it? People are bored with guys running in circles a lap at a time. Single file. Come on. My thing? Heat races, qualifying races, just like Daytona. Let's put them out there. Hey, it's going to be 70 degrees today, and look at this weather. Blue skies, 70 degrees, perfectly sunny weather, great springtime, good racetrack, good tires. Let's race. Qualifying. What a waste of time that is. Put on a race out here, race your way in. I think that'd be good. I think Scott Riggs and Jeremy Mayfield would like that. This top 35 stuff and guaranteed provisions. Hey, let them race. That's my deal. Woke up this morning looking at the newspaper. There's still a newspaper somewhere down here. Wall Street Journal, I think. GM, sweating things out again. Hey, I've seen this movie before. Don't throw me in the briar patch. Yeah, well, I don't think there's a whole lot of problems, really, when you get down to it. All we got to do in this country is start selling cars and selling houses. We do that, everything else will fall into place. And Bruton Smith has promised me, Bruton Smith, the guy that owns this racetrack out here, that by the 15th of March, just a couple days from now, things are going to start to turn around. He says he's predicting a turnaround in the U.S. economy between March 15th and March 30th. Hey, and I trust Bruton. He's a billionaire. Didn't get rich by being dumb. Me, I got poor by being dumb, but... And so what did we learn at Las Vegas? What did we learn at California? Well, I'll tell you one thing I think we learned. NASCAR better get this testing program back in gear. Too many blown engines at Las Vegas, and obviously those computer simulation programs don't do that good a job. Higher RPMs, tires are grippier, weather might be a factor, and teams just don't have enough time at the racetrack to find out what's going on. They got to test. Open up testing again. I think that's the real reason that we had all those blown engines. I think we've seen very clearly that all the computer simulation programs that Ford has and GM has and Dodge has and Toyota has, hey, this early in the season, we're seeing way too mechanical failures. We're seeing way too many problems, quality control problems. Might be good because there's an element of uncertainty, but that's not the way to go racing. People aren't prepared. They laid off too many people in the shops. Guys that were doing one job are now doing 3 jobs. And when stuff starts breaking, transmissions, valve springs, hey, that's people. That's a people problem. NASCAR needs to get back to testing so these guys can learn what they got. So what should we expect this weekend at Atlanta? Well, it's a good track for Bobby Labonte, and he had a good run out there in Las Vegas. And I tell you, his secret weapon, you might think it's Doug Yates' horsepower, which is always strong. I think the secret weapon is Todd Parrott, his crew chief. Todd's a wily-o cuss. You don't want to cross Todd, believe me. I think those 2 guys are going to be clicking. Bobby needs to rejuvenate his career. Been sort of down in the dumps the last couple of years. Things at Petty Enterprises didn't really work out. Todd Parrott won the championship at DJ. Dale Jarrett been down on his luck too the last couple of years. They both got something to prove. They both got talent. They've both won championships. I don't think they'll be winning a championship this year, but hey, I think they're going to be winning some races. I do. I think that's going to be one of the big surprises. 2 surprises already. Jeremy Mayfield, independent, owner-driver now, and Tommy Baldwin and Scott Riggs teaming together as an independent operation. Didn't make the field at Las Vegas. They got to bounce back here. Things are looking a little tough over there in both camps, I'm afraid. The economy, money, it's too expensive. NASCAR's got itself in a jam on this car tomorrow. They've shoved it down everybody's throat. Fans don't like it. Even some promoters I've talked to don't like it. They say that the fans that they talk to don't like it. And yet now, every car maker in the business has so many of them they can't afford to get rid of them. How do things like this happen? They need to lighten these cars up, maybe 500 pounds. Put better tires on them. Slow the speeds. This isn't rocket science. Which brings me to my next point. Brian France, good guy, knows a lot about this sport, third generation, does a good job. But he just doesn't seem that interested in it right now. 46 years old, wants to do something else. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but pretty soon. Jim France, the guy that owns all this stuff, never see him hardly at all. On his motorcycle, he's doing the bike race at Daytona this week. They're running Daytona, the 200, under the lights tonight. That ought to be a thrill. I remember Johnny Sakata winning that thing. His knee dragging the ground on the front stretch at 200 miles an hour. Whew. You think these guys in these cars are having fun? Try doing 200 miles an hour at Daytona on a motorcycle. Lisa, Brian's sister, don't see her much anymore either. It's not like there's a vacuum. It's not like there's a leadership void. But it's just like we don't have a promoter out there for NASCAR. And NASCAR right now needs somebody to shake the pom-poms, to scream and shout. They did a good job at Las Vegas. Chris Powell getting the crowd out there, rustling up a bunch of people, sit in the stands. We'll see how Ed Clark can do down here. But I'm thinking somewhere along the line, Bruton Smith is going to buy NASCAR. That's right, you heard it here. Bruton Smith buying NASCAR. Now, maybe you're going to be laughing at me, and maybe the France family's going to be laughing at me, but hey, this is entertainment, okay? Entertainment, we got to entertain. NASCAR is good at caretaking the sport, but I think we need a little more action up top. I think we need a little more action from the guys running the sport. That's just my feeling. Bruton, and I was talking to some of his people, Bruton, I think, could put somebody in there to make things happen. We need some excitement. At least that's the way I'm feeling about it. That's it. Friday morning, waiting to see if Ryan Newman can win the pole for Sunday's 500. Mike Mulhern for MikeMulhern.net. Atlanta Motor Speedway on a Friday. Yes, sir. It's NASCAR time.